Yo, what is going on, you guys? It is Necro Eric here, and I was bringing this quick video for the week in review pro wrestling, February 21st, 2023 to February 28th, 2023. Starting us off, we have Keiji Muto's Grand Final Pro Wrestling Last Love Holdout. Pro Wrestling Noah was a pay-per-view at the Tokyo Dome, over 30,000 fans in attendance. It was live on Abema TV, so it was landlocked for Japanese commentary. So unfortunately, I actually had to watch most of this show in English, which was not great. Let's get into it. We had a lot of pre-show stuff. Yoshihiko Nomura and 7 minutes Daiki Neba. Yep. And then there was the pre-show Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling Tag Team Showcase match. Mio Yamashita, Rika Tatsumi, Shoko Nakajima, and Yuka Sakazaki defeated Maki Ito, Mio Watanabe, Mizuki, and Yuki Arai at 11 minutes 38. That's a pretty good match. This one, not the greatest, but Anthony Green made it to the Tokyo Dome. You know, that's a big deal. 7 minutes 14 seconds. This match as well, not the greatest. Chris Ridgway, Daga, Eita, Hayata, Ogawa, Alejandro Katoge, Yohei. Yeah, not great. This was pretty fun though. Mao, Shunma, Kojima, and Ueno defeated the team of Burning, Tetsuya Endo, and Yuka Kuroku, Hideki Okatani, and the youngster Masada, 9 minutes 6 seconds. Not bad. It's still not great though. Like it was probably one of the better ones though. 6-man tag team match. El Hijo, the Dr. Wagner Jr. continues to look like a beast. Him, Marufuji, Ninja Mac got to do a little bit of flippy stuff. 11 minutes 20 seconds. This 6-man tag match somehow got 4 stars. Okay, I mean, I guess it was cool to see Suwama and Kento Miyahara and Keno and Nakajima. Like, Nakajima and Kento Miyahara are going to eventually do something cool here, so. Kongo did defeat All Japan, 15 minutes, 37 seconds. Pretty decent. Bullet Club, Gato and Taiji Shimori defeated Mazada and Nasawa Ranga in his Masawa's last match. Taiji Shimori was very emotional. Hiromu Takahashi defeated Amakusa in a fast-paced insanity match, 11 minutes 2 seconds. Probably recommend this match. Probably recommend the Kongo match. Wouldn't mind if you don't mind seeing the Ninja Mac stuff. Hoji Wagner Jr. TJPW match. Probably recommend as well. Overall, this show was not the greatest, though, I'll be honest. Wrestling Observer somehow gave this score almost 5 stars. Oh my god, they are not too with it, but Kazuchika Okada defeats Kaito Kiyomiya in a stinker, 16 minutes 32 seconds. They were barely just getting started on the match, and then that was it. Okada just fucking squashes him. It was very disappointing. It was one of the most anticipated Japanese wrestling matches in a long time. All they had to do was give them a sufficient amount of time to, especially because it was originally a 30-minute time limit match, and then Kaito Kiyomiya had argued to make it a 60-minute time limit match, but then they end up only going 16 minutes. This was very disappointing. Not what I was looking for whatsoever. So I wouldn't even give this 3 stars. I think this maybe got 3 stars for me. Yeah, it was pretty bad. But, hey, other people seem to enjoy it, so power to them. And the main thing that we were here for this show, Keiji Muto's final match. Tetsuya Naito does defeat Keiji Muto. It was two men with no knees trying to have a Tokyo Dome main event. And they went 28 minutes, 58 seconds here. Pretty good. Wasn't terrible. I think the emotional investment really helps in this one. Then, out of nowhere, Tiger Hattori and Chono come out here and they have themselves a ceremonial match because, you know, Chono is too beat up to be able to have his proper retirement match with Muto. So it's kind of a retirement for Chono as well. But he gets to defeat Muto with the fucking submission. Pretty great. Great moment. Not a bad show overall. I mean, not a great show either. But I guess the ending and a couple of matches here and there kind of make up for it being not the best show, or for it not being the worst show, but still pretty not the best show either. So I don't know what another bunch of people think. They thought 9.49. Yeah. Then we had Wrestling Open episode 60 on Thursday, the 23rd of February. Claire Carreras, Ray Jazz. The one thing that happened here is they ended up putting lights up here at Wrestling Open. So at Wrestling Open episode 60, they now have really blinding single floodlight on the corners of. I think it's all corners. I'm not sure, but it's pretty bright, and it's just one light. It's not like if it was 6 lights, like a couple of shows coming up here that we have. It was like a whole wall of lights. Okay, well the whole wall is lit up. It's not like just one that's catching my eye. Some old Japanese wrestling used to do that as well, but I think it's just a wrestling production thing, unfortunately. So very difficult to watch this program. Even with Andy Brown versus Desmond Cole, it was a pretty good match. And Ichiban did defeat Marcus Mathers in their little feud they had going on. And Muto Generation defeated the Stetson Ranch. Not too shabby. And then we had Sean 100% 3 years later. He's on IWTV from the H2O Wrestling Center. MLJ high as a kite, or slurring his words and not remembering who people are. It was pretty rough, but he's funny. He let it pass. So. Ryan Redfield defeated Declan Grant, 8 minutes 57 seconds. It was pretty straightforward. Bobby Orlando defeated Stance the King of Cream versus the fucking Dotus. It was a pretty good match. 7:43. Always love Stance Styles. Tag team match: the Kirks defeated the Ugly Ducklings. That was one of my most anticipated matches of this entire card. Great stuff. 6:42. Matt Tremont defeated Ryan Radix. 12:53. Pretty good. Can't go wrong with Matt Tremont. Even against Ryan Radix, a different style of match for Tremont compared to another one we're going to get to here. It was pretty good. And Bam Sullivan defeated Lowlife Louie. 13 minutes 52. Oh yeah, Lowlife Louie Ramos and Bam Sullivan. Oh yeah, this was good. This was good stuff. Frank Bonetti defeated Junie Underwood. 7 minutes 22. And then Ali Cash defeated Tim Donst. 13 minutes 21. And the main event ended up being Effie versus Dylan McKay, who defeated. They're 14 minutes 39. Or Invite, for whatever reason, didn't make it. But pretty decent little figuring out the card anyway, though. I thought it was a really fun show. I'm always enjoy the Sean 100% shows. They're always a lot of fun. So, highly recommend it on IWTV. And then I'm also going to give a shout out to their Hall of Fame. They had Tim Donst, a couple of other guys. This was Drew Chaos and Blackout. One of my favorites was Blackout. And Tim Donst is really good as well. But they did their Hall of Fame that he does just to honor guys that he likes that are underappreciated. So, shout out to that for sure. Great show. Then we had Remarkable Wrestling, Better Than the Best 2. It was on the 24th, which was Friday as well. Same day. It was on the same time. I remember this one was pretty laggy when I was trying to watch it. So I ended up having to wait for the VOD to come up to be able to check this out. But it was well worth the wait because this was a very fun show. The first match, they kicked it off with an insane Steel Cage Warzone match. With it was just wild. So what ended up happening was Kono Kapuchita, Gabriel Sky, and Miracle Generation, and Above the Rest. Okay, so Above the Rest, Miracle Generation defeated Desmond Cole, Fight or Die, which is Chris Barton and Dominic De Niro. Ken Broadway and Percy Ryan to become the new tag team champions. Pretty good stuff. And then there was a remarkable women's match for the remarkable women's. It was vacant. Little mean Kathleen LMK all fucking day defeats Christina Marie, Sarah Carreras, and Tina San Antonio at 10 minutes 16 seconds to win the title, the vacant title. Good stuff. And in the remarkable Rumble match, Channing Thomas defeated a bunch of people at 1 hour. So very solid Rumble match, and a just wicked fun show. Very solid. Remarkable wrestling. Better than the best too. That was pretty good. And then it was a pretty quiet weekend because it was UFC Vegas 70. There was some other stuff going on, SmackDown, Rampage. But I was really looking forward to Black Label Pro on Saturday. Sean Henner Presents, and a couple of other shows we're going to get to here. But this one, Plastic Cup Politics. IWTV from Westfield, Mass. Dante Drago defeated Bobby Orlando, 9 minutes 1 second. Kirby Wackerman defeated Jacques Saint-Jean, 5 minutes. The Miracle Ones, which is Dustin Flash Waller, Kylon King, and Ichiban, they defeated MAD, Mutually Assured Destruction, which is Perry Von Vicious and Rip Bison, when they were accompanied by Ryan Mooney. 14 minutes 56 seconds. It was pretty good. Good match. Big Juicy defeated Haley Dillon, 6 minutes 8 seconds. TNT Dudleys, Taryn Hughes and Terrence Hughes with Devon defeated 35mm Magic, Angelo Carter, and J. George. 9 minutes 28 seconds. Really good one. Those kids are looking, the Devon kids are looking great. Boys. Dudleys, man. TJ Crawford defeated Kevin Blackwood in the marquee matchup. 14 minutes, 17 seconds. Amazing. CPA defeated 50 Cal and Delightful Dan the Goddamn Candyman Dan and King Crab at 10 minutes 22. And just a funny one. This was a great little variety show. There's a lot of different stuff on this. So if you're a purist, you may not enjoy some of this, but then you might enjoy other parts of it. And if you don't enjoy hard-hitting wrestling, you might enjoy other parts. There's the beauty of this program, Blitzkrieg Pro. It's fantastic. Gangrel versus Libre went to a no contest early. Then they ended up teaming and facing the Even Stevens of Steven Azuri and Steve Somerset, defeating them 12 minutes 37. Gangrel actually looked pretty good. He didn't look as bad as I was expecting him to. He looked fantastic. And Uptown Andy Brown, the champion, Blitzkrieg champion Bedlam, defeats Alley Catch. 18 minutes 28. They had a great match. Really fun one. Really great show. Blitzkrieg Pro. Plastic Cup Politics. Oh yeah. And then, boom. Noah, DDT Into the Fight. It was on Wrestle Universe Live, Corrigan Hall. We had Antonio Honda doing Antonio Honda stuff, getting defeated by Damnation TA, 508. And then probably my match of the night was the 6-on-2 handicap match with Pheromones, Danchiko Dino and Yukino versus Fumura Abe, Gotai Hashibutaki, Saki Akai, Sancho Takagi, and Toru Owashi, which went to a no contest. It was, the Pheromones are ridiculous. The rest of the show was pretty good, pretty straightforward. A couple of tag team matches. Kazasumi, Keigo Nakamura, Tochi Kojima defeated this team 7-4-54. Higuchi, looking beast, defeated the team of Jun Akiyama and Unagi Mask. Chris Brooks, Hagana Shino, and Kip Sabian defeated Makoto Oishi, Narukadoi, and Yuji Ino. 10 minutes 13. Kip Sabian defeated Penelope Ford to win the the DDT Ironman heavy middleweight title. Then got taken out in his locker room by Yoshihiko, who defeated Kip Sabian to win the DDT Ironman heavyweight title. So it looks like possibly the sex doll Yoshihiko will be coming to the States as the champion of the DDT heavy middleweight champion. Could be interesting. Young Takeshi Masada defeats Yuya Kuroku, 8 minutes 26. In a KOD 6-man title match, Shinya Aoki, Super Sandango Machine, which is that's the other dude, Machine dude. Yuki Aino defeated Burning, Kotaro Suzuki to Tetsuya Endo, and Yusuke Okada to win the titles for the new KOD 6-man title. This is ridiculous. KOD tag team title match. Mao and Shunma did retain their titles over Hikaru Machida and Yukio Sakaguchi. 14 minutes 22, some big freaking hits in this one. I was like, holy jeez. These guys are stiff workers, so it was pretty rough. And in the main event, Yukio Naya did defeat Harashima. 17 minutes 55. I was so surprised. Becomes the number 1 contender for the KOD Openweight title, which is currently held by the guy, Yuji Hino, I believe, or whoever defeated Higuchi, unfortunately. But it's gonna be sick. Big Naya, the young guy, gets the win over the veteran. Pretty little fun little DDT show. Into the Fight 2023. It was on Wrestle Universe. Might be worth checking out a couple of matches on here. It's pretty fun. ICW, the 11th annual Square Go. So, I literally just wanted to highlight this 30-man Square Go match that went like a freaking long time. And there was a couple of other decent matches. This match, Riho defeats Molly Spartan, but not that Riho. But it was pretty good little show. Congratulations to ICW in Scotland, UK, for their 6th anniversary or 11th anniversary show. Damn right. It's on the 26th, which was Sunday. Also on Sunday, Glory Pro Anniversary 6, so the 6th anniversary for Glory Pro Wrestling from St. Louis, Missouri. It was live on Fight. There was a couple of decent little matches here. Davey Richards defeated Raheem De La Suede in a number 1 contendership match. A couple of other matches, Heather Reckless defeated Tootie Lynn. This was on the side. I was kind of just checking it out a little bit. Nice lighting. I really liked the atmosphere in this show. It's a pretty chill Christmas light style, like lighting in the back and stuff. It just seemed like a nice little, really nice venue. Wasteland War Party absolutely destroyed Blair Onyx and Jody Threat, which, I mean, I knew they would, but I was hoping it would be at least a little bit more, less of a destruction. But it is what it is. It was good. And the Dad Ethan Price Warhorse stuff. Gav Jake Something looked great. Myron Reed. Oh, yeah. That was good stuff. Decent little show. Glory Pro on Fight. And then ETU, Expect the Unexpected, Lightning in a Bottle, was on IWTV from Ridgefield Park, New Jersey. It was a live broadcast. On IWTV. It's pretty good. Becca was doing Becca things, wicked fun. Steve Pena opening match was pretty fun, little scramble mini 4-way match to open up the show. Matt Cardona defeated Danny DeManto in an insanely long freaking hardcore match. And for whatever reason, the guy, Larry Legend, who was the announcer, he freaking called it. Oh wait, 1 second, I can't see it. I gotta give you the actual, Yeah, isn't that amazing? It's actually hilarious that he called it Zack Ryder. I was just so like, yo, Larry Legend absolutely rules. Vargas came in and killed Manders in a great match. Really love Manders and Vargas. They are fantastic. What else do we have here? Is everything good to go? I think we're back. What do we have? Yeah, Matt Tremont. Oh my goodness. That was so good. The Kirks defeated Yokai in a really fun one. Like almost like a comedy match, which I was not expecting. I was expecting more of a hard-hitting match, but it was actually really funny. And then, the IWTV title match. Matt Tremont defended against Akira, 16 minutes 58. Holy crap, that was a good match. Headbutts, physical, just lots of great selling. They were just, it was just so good. It was such a good match. That was probably one of my favorite matches the whole night, even over these two next ones, which I was not expecting NXT to win because it was for the open the Green Gate, Dragon Gate titles or something. One of the Dragon Gate titles, but Big Boss Shizmu and KCY did defeat the SAT, Jose and Joel. The classic, they're still on their comeback. It's been amazing. 16 minutes 54, it was a really, really good match. Like I said, I wasn't expecting them to win the belt, so great match. And in the main event, actually completely surprised me because originally earlier in the week, they announced it was going to be tables, ladders, and chairs. And I was a little bit disappointed because most of the time indie wrestling don't have the really long, tall ladders or a big venue to be able to hang something. But in this one, they ended up doing a tables, ladders, and chairs match with pinfalls, where it was just tables, ladders, and chairs were legal, and then it was just still a regular match at times. So that kind of evolved the match into a better match than I was really expecting. Now, this most certainly does not touch their match from late last year, but it's a totally different style of match too, which is why it's very interesting on its own, and I would 100% recommend this entire program. It was absolutely excellent. Marcus Mathers defeats Jordan Oliver, 32 minutes 55. Like I said, great one. So now he's the #1 contender to Masha Slamovich and the DTU Championship. So that's amazing. Gonna get Marcus Mathers in the future versus Masha. And to close out the weekend, we had this Beyond Wrestling show, Perfection or Vanity, from Worcester, Mass. at the White Eagle, live on IWTV Sunday. Now, this show did have that really bad lighting, so it was a little bit hard to enjoy most of this, and some of it felt pretty ridiculously short, like it could have been a little bit longer matches, but Slade was always entertaining. Above the Rest defeated main event. Jay Lion minus Black, 12 minutes 4 seconds. Max Caster defeated CPA in a really funny one, 9 minutes 4 seconds. And then Willow Nightingale defeated Dan Barry, 9 minutes 24. Zack Sabre Jr., one of his rare U.S. independent appearances, defeats Ryan Clancy, 13 minutes 53. And in the main event, Miracle Generation, Dustin Flash Lawler, and Kylon King defeats Violence is Forever, Dominic Garini and Kevin Koo at 15 minutes 6 seconds to win the IWTV Tag Team Championships. So now Miracle Generation have like 5 tag team titles or something like that right now. It's pretty wild. And I couldn't really enjoy this one as much. Like this should have got maybe a couple more minutes, you know. They did their best, and the lighting really threw me off on this one. So, I'm not sure, I didn't enjoy it as much as I could have because of that lighting. But it is what it is, and it was still a really great show by Beyond Wrestling. If you're interested in checking any of these shows out, I did list all of the places you can watch this stuff in the description of the YouTube video, so you can easily get to all of the stuff and the services that offer all of the wrestling. Now we got lots coming up in the next couple weeks, but that was what I enjoyed. There was a lot of Lucha Libre and some other stuff, but Arena Naucaulpan, of course, and stuff that I just didn't check out, and stuff that we weren't able to watch. Like there was an Unsanctioned Pro show that was kind of, was it Unsanctioned Pro or No Peace? I think it was No Peace Florida. Yeah, I always get confused. No Peace Florida, there was a show. And there was a couple of other shows that we couldn't watch. We couldn't watch one from Stardom. For whatever reason, we couldn't watch the Stardom show. And so we'll have to see what's coming up. But there's a lot of great stuff. And for Necro Eric, I just hope you guys keep enjoying wrestling. Peace in the Middle East. Namaste.